What is going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday and welcome back to Redcat Live. Yes, I'm back. I'm here. And we're going to talk about yet another deal or two and then talk about what else is coming up. Because what happened last July will happen this July. Right? July? Yeah, July coming up in a few days. Sorry, I had to recap and figure out what month I was in. It's been a long day, okay? Me and the team woke up really early this morning, 3:30 a.m. Went out on a film shoot to film and photograph an awesome project that's going to be coming your way, hopefully in the next couple months. I'm super excited about it. You should know you're not going to want to go too far for this one because it's so cool. But nonetheless, we're here. We're here for another episode. Can I highlight some things that we have coming up? Primarily, we have some things on sale today and tomorrow, and then we wrap up the 30 days of deals. A lot of people that were never into the hobby jumped into the hobby, and guess what? Redcat was their first choice of vehicle to try out during this time. The sale was extremely successful and has been. For us, we don't drive success based off of numbers of sales. We drive success based off of how many people get to enjoy the hobby. And that's what we truly like to gauge it as. And I think that's what a lot of people should gauge having fun as, right? When you work for a company whose job is to produce hobby grade products, it's the fun factor that goes a long way, right? It should be anyways. Jeff Ramos, what's going on, brother? How are you? Thank you so much for swinging on by. Eli Sa, what's up? How you doing? Marshall Sanchez is in the house. What is good? Robert Campbell's here. Man, I love it. I love it. Eli, how are you, man? Let me see. We got Michael Hawkins representing Philly. We got Philly in the house. What up, Philly? I love it. So, guys, check it. Today, obviously, is second to the last day of the 30 days of deals. And one of the things that we got going on and up for sale today is the OG Kaiju, the blue Kaiju. Now, we covered the Kaiju a couple different times in the previous month, and you guys know it, so I wasn't going to bring it back out on the table. What for, right? Felix Delgadillo, what's going on? Cruz Arroyo, ¿cómo estamos, familia? Robert, how are you, bro? Hopefully you're having a blessed day as well. Hayden, man, all the way from New Zealand. I love it, dude. Hey, man, pat yourself on the back. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for hanging out. Louis Alcala's in the house. What's going on, Louis? Man, I'm still waiting to open up that taco spot with you, man. Vatos Tacos, it's you and I, bro. We got to do that. Jimmy Rodriguez, what's going on? Representing Denver. Denver's in the house. That's what's up. Man, where's my Bay Area people at, man? I need some love. Where you guys at, man? Bring it on in. So nonetheless, we talked about a lot of different sales and deals going on the whole month. I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't want to sound like, Billy from OxyClean and just kind of, you won't believe your eyes. Look at that. Not only will you get one tub of OxyClean, you get two. We're not going to do that. But the reality is, guys, is that there is a great deal going on right now. The OG Kaiju is on sale from $429 down to, I believe, $329, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to bring that up here in a second just to be sure. Let's see. It is, so yeah, the OG Kaiju is from $449 was the regular price. And today until midnight, it will be on sale for $329.49. So for a lot of you folks that like the basher scene, maybe the EXT wasn't really your thing. Maybe you didn't like the way it looks. Hey, you know what? The OG Kaiju can handle equally up to 6S. Again, I prefer to drive it at 4. It's a monster at 4. I don't think you really need much more than that. But on 6S, it's nutty. Fun, but nutty. Play at your own risk. I mean that. Devin May, how are you, sir? Toledo's in the house. Oh, dude, man, that's what's up. Cruz Arroyo, there we go. My boys representing Richmond. Richmond's in the house. Bay Area, stand up. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Louis Alcala, we need a TikTok live. Yeah, dude, Louis' live feeds are kind of interesting if you ever check him out. He's got a great following, so go over, check him out. He always gives out great information. His camera angles are weird. It'd be like standing there and just watching a car the whole time. It's great, but it's intuitive. So a lot of you guys, if you're out there, check out, I think it's Louis, drop it. It's Torts 1907, I believe, on TikTok. Always talks about RC stuff. Always does how-to tutorials on his live feeds. Definitely worth checking out. So guys, again, OG Kaiju on sale today. Expires at midnight. Brandon Tomey's in the house, repping the Bay Area. Thank you so much, brother. Drew Miller, Indiana. Dude, man, I love the love from all over the states, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. And outside of the states. You guys make this so enjoyable when I get to come on here. Let me tell you, I'm running on fumes. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, as mentioned earlier in filming. So, like, I'm running and gunning, and as soon as this is done, I'm probably going to just fall asleep right here and call it a day because I'm beat. So, the next thing coming up for sale that a lot of folks should know about comes up tomorrow, and we wrap up the 30 days of deals, is none other than the green 64 that we have. It'll be your last chance to get a deal on a 64 before the regular prices go back into effect, and you can miss out on saving some bucks on a car. Palmdo's in the house. I love it. I love it. Estella and Chewy wants to be sponsored. Who wants to be sponsored, Chewy or Estella? It says Estella and Chewy. So I need to know which one of you guys are looking to get hooked up. Just checking. Let's see. All right. So guys, there's a lot of things going on, you know, related to the sales. We know that, right? I'm gonna do a quick unboxing of this 64. For a lot of you guys that are in here that want information and keep asking, we're going to cover some details on the SEMA Build Off. That's right. A lot of people have been asking whether or not it's going to happen. Well, that's what's going to happen in July. Last year, July, we dropped the rules and regulations for the SEMA Build Off competition, where we were supposed to choose one lowrider and one crawler build to be then displayed at SEMA. Louis' car got bumped. It was just a nightmare. Yeah. Nonetheless, we learned a lot from that one, and we're going to try and make this go around, a lot safer for the cars involved inside of the show. A lot of these cars are really high-level showcase vehicles. We want to make sure they're protected, so we're going to come out swinging, thinking ahead of the game, learning from any mistakes that might have occurred last year, and or some bloopers from other people trying to get their eyes and hands all over other people's cars that don't belong to them. It's an unfortunate side effect, but we try to deflect it and work on it as best as possible to make it doable, and then there we go, right? So nonetheless, SEMA Build Off, we'll go over that in a few minutes. But for a lot of you guys out there that want to know, hey, if I buy a 64 tomorrow, closing out the deal, what do I get? Well, you get the box. Box, as you guys can see, has artwork inside for you to display. And for a lot of you folks that already own these, I apologize because this is redundant. You guys have seen these hundreds of times, but I just kind of really want to show the guys that don't own these what they're getting, right? Honda 64, you get the box, right? These boxes are awesome. They're clutch. They're great for taking your vehicles to and from places, keeping them nice and safe so they don't get damaged. We'll go ahead and open that sleeve up. Inside, you will find your owner's manual, sticker kit. Now, because I'm standing in front of a green screen, and this car being green and these stickers being green, they're not going to show very well, unfortunately. But take into consideration, go to the website, check it out so that you can see it firsthand and get some other pictures. First, top foam layer, you're gonna have a cover that is exposed, and it'll show your LR6X radio, right? Which is our flagship radio that we've been using on all of our RC lowriders. Great radio, works great. It's adjustable for endpoints, programmable. You can program multiple cars. Definitely a great radio out of the box. You go ahead and take off your top lid there. And I usually like to use these, setting them upside down, so that whenever you want to change or take the body off, take the clips off, you have an area to put the body into. Works amazing. Just know that the stickers do match the car. As soon as you take the front layer off, you're going to see the cars there. Again, green screen. It's not going to do us very much justice today, and I do apologize. But we've been adding and incorporating on the last few runs this cloth material embossed with the 64 logo for you guys to have as well and to wipe down your car before taking pictures. Inside of the box, you're going to find plates sitting right here. You're going to have battery stored here as well outside of the vehicle. You're going to go ahead and take the car out by gently pulling up on the front grille. and then picking it up from the rear. Setting the box aside. Now this is the spot where I'm telling you guys, you can get a lot of use out of this top layer. And this is exactly what I use it for. There are indentations for the antennas as well as the mirrors. Now the antennas aren't on the car. You're gonna have to put the antennas on the car. They are included in the box. But then you can lay the car upside down for you to be able to work on your car, take the body off, put your battery in, or take the body off so you can plug your battery in, maybe do some repairs if you have to do some. It's a hobby grade car, things happen. To take the body off after taking off the clips, I'll go ahead and pull up on the front cross member, separating the chassis from the body, and there's your chassis. Body, you can kind of let that sit there, put it off to the side. And for a lot of you guys that were asking about the LRH 285 chassis, why you should buy one, why they're cool, well, there's your LRH 285 chassis. That body that I showed you guys last week, the 62 Chevy Impala, fits this chassis. So that body should be available sometime mid to late August. We're gonna have a Caprice Classic available for it as well. That should come out sometime, I believe, in late September. So we got a couple body options coming out for this chassis, as well as some potentials for more in the future. So that's why buying the LRH chassis when it was on sale was so clutch, right? It offered you an opportunity for growth in the future, as well as expanding, your horizons. So you're not just stuck with just a 64. Now you can have a 64, a 62, a Caprice Classic, and hopefully even more as we come up with more, right? Tyler says, extend the 30 days deals for all time. Dude, that'd be amazing, right? It'd be like, going to McDonald's and be like, yo, I want that 2 for 2 to stay on forever. You're not gonna do it because they get you hooked, right? You buy 2 of them every morning for the first few days. I'm sorry, I relate everything to food, okay? It's just the way I work, obviously. But nonetheless, then you're hooked and you're going. That's not the reason why we do it, but in all honesty, the reason why we even offered this kind of a deal, 30 days of deals, was to just try and highlight a time where everyone is really struggling right now financially. Inflation's through the roof. Everything's costing an arm and a leg. And we just wanted to come up with an idea to try and save some people some money and maybe get into the hobby that might otherwise not have been able to do so due to such a high cost of living these days. So it was just our way of trying to do something fun with everyone. It went well. I wouldn't say we're done with sales for the year. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some stuff populate later on in the year, but that was always the goal, right? Is to offer, as Redcat, an all-inclusive feeling when it comes to inviting people into the hobby. Trying to find something, a form of an RC car, whether it's a high-end car or basher or low-end, RC like the Volcano 16 and thereof, or the Everest-10. It was always an opportunity to get people involved in the hobby, depending on your price and pocketbook, so that everyone feels included and everyone can enjoy it. And then you don't have to be like, man, RCs are only for rich people, or RCs are only for this demographic. No, it's for everyone. And that's why our prices reflect that, because we have a price point for everyone's pocketbook. We hope to, anyways. So, nonetheless, there's your 64. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, you can't see the body because of the green screen. Eventually, I'm probably going to do away with the green screen and make it a studio in here for you guys. But nonetheless, guys, so that's 64. That goes on sale tomorrow, and then we're done with the 30 days of deals. So today and tomorrow is your last chance to get something if you really wanted it. Starting with the OG Kaiju available today for $329, and then the 64, which will drop that price for you guys tomorrow morning at midnight, actually, on that sale itself. Let me get to some of these questions and comments really quick, guys. Let's see. Will the stock interiors fit the new body? So I'll be honest with you. The 62 Impala body, we actually fit the 64 body or the interior, and they do fit. That one does fit very well. I can't confirm that the other one, the Caprice, is going to fit. once we get those samples, we'll be able to test it and fit it and see what needs to happen and what can be offered thereof. But I know for a fact that the interior of the 64 should fit the 62. It is a little off a little tiny bit. In my opinion, it's good with some double sticky tape, holding it in place and getting it, secured. But it may need some very slight trimming and massaging, if anything, but very minimal, if anything. From what I've seen and from what the engineering team has shown me, it looks like it's pretty close. So why did we get rid of the Caldera and the E10? It was their time. We got to progress forward, Josh, Jordan. We have to work on new projects and be innovative with newer stuff. And sometimes the weaklings, maybe the least selling cars, had to kind of filter their way out so that we can make room for stuff that we're actually now designing in-house solely. And that's kind of our goal, is to expand the products that we're designing in-house. And that growth of vehicles is becoming more and more as we go. So it's not that we didn't like the vehicle. It's not that we thought it was a dead soldier or a dead horse, but it was just a vehicle that we just didn't see as many good numbers as we'd like to have seen, moving forward. So are there many of the Mint 64s in stock for tomorrow? There's enough. Let's see, Derek Amos, will the stock interior? Yep, I already answered that one. Tyler Gamanchi, that's awesome. Thanks for responding. You got it, brother. Anytime. Brennan, me too, man. I'm stoked about the 62. Actually, thankfully, the boss heard me last week, so I have a body. I need to get it painted. Brennan needs to get painted. Brennan, hit me up. Holla at your boy. Corey Hayes, what's going on? Hope we can get a 65 too. Hey, you never know. That could be up next. You never know. So, again, we have a list of vehicles. We're not working on any other vehicles other than the 62 and the Caprice Classic body at this current time. We have a list of 8 to 10 other vehicles that we want to work on in the future. And we're going to decide how that goes once we get these in, review them, make sure that they're good to go. We cannot progress into a new project until we make sure that the project we're working on right now is good to go for you guys. How can I get my car on the table for the SEMA show? I will go over that in a little bit. Thank you, sir. Derek Amos, what's going on? All right. Let's see. Jimmy Rodriguez, doesn't matter if it fits. Guys will scratch building. You know it. I think they're going to scratch build it. Yes. Scratch building is the only way to go, in my opinion. But for a lot of folks that maybe aren't as talented as you, Jamie Rodriguez, maybe they need an interior. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, all for it. Do what you got to do to make sure that you're happy with your product. If you're a builder, right on. If not, the interior fits. So just know. Let's see here. Man, Josh really wants to know over and over again why we discontinue the Caldera and the E10. Okay. Let's see. Dwight Cole, man, love it, man. Appreciate that. We definitely like to stand behind that 1-year warranty on the products, and it's something that we've started doing recently, I think like last year or so, and it's been going great. Offering people a lot more help, and the system's keeping them up and running is always a plus. Unfortunately, no, Josh. It does not mean that we called it something else. It's just when they were done, they were done. Luis, any decals for the 62 Impala included? I'm sure there's going to be some kind of a decal. You're not going to see a decal kit like, let's say, the Jeffries edition came with, or the Candy and Chrome edition car came with, but he should have standard stuff to put on the car, standard stickers, maybe door, handle stickers and stuff like that. But I doubt you're going to get a high detailed sticker kit like we've seen with the other cars, especially at a $60 price point. Brandon Allen, thank you so much, man. Brandon Allen says, can't wait for everything you guys have coming up. We got a lot of fire coming, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good time. Lowriders are doing better in sales than other RCs, right? Yes and no. They're all selling. Honestly, we can't keep a lot of stuff in stock sometimes because they're moving that well. And that goes from the top to the bottom because, again, as I mentioned, Redcat likes to make sure that we offer products for everyone's pocketbook, right? So we may sell a lot of lower budget cars to certain demographics in the U.S. Than others because those cars just tend to move a little bit more. And there's certain demographics in the U.S. that just aren't into the lowrider scene, so they don't buy any, lowriders. And that's okay too. If that doesn't fit their need, they may buy more crawlers than lowriders, but they're all moving well, thankfully. Dwight says, get back and get into drag racing. It's too saturated, Dwight, unfortunately. To take it from someone that is into drag racing immensely and goes to King of the Streets and goes to different events all over the U.S. to see drag racing in the no-prep RC scene, it's extremely saturated, and you'd have to have a very competitive car, in my opinion, to even come close to offering anything to the masses. If not, then why? And if what we're working on right now, the niche is working well for us, then we're gonna go with that and build on that, right? If we spread ourselves out too much, too thin, and working on lowriders, working on crawlers, working on bashers, working on no prep, working on this and working on that, then we're going to give you less quality, more quantity. And I think in this situation, after the 64 and the lowrider scene, we're really priding ourselves on more quality than quantity, if that makes sense. Rob Snook, then you better get on it, bro. Wake up at midnight. He says, I hope there's enough tomorrow. Then, man, you better be Johnny on the spot. 12:15 a.m. Get on your computer and order that bad boy up. Can you make the axe body into an insert for the Gen 8 version? Two-body interior with a cage. I mean, Terry, in my opinion, if it were up to me, yeah, I could do it. If I wanted to, I could definitely do it. And will it look good? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make it look good. But it's all your skill set. If you're taking an inlay of a body and the Axe Edition has an inlay, then the specs are going to be the same on the outside. So you should be good, but know that it is a customized job. So you're going to have to do a lot more cutting. And what I would do is cut a little bit at a time. Don't cut too much. Brenda says, that respect, most companies just want to get new product out without ensuring it meets QC. Love that Redcat is focused on getting the current projects out just right before moving on to the next. I agree with you 100%, Brandon. Thank you for saying that, because I think that's the key ingredient in this is we want to progress forward. But again, it's so easy to just dump whatever's on the engineer's bench on you guys without being fully tested. Raymond Tanner, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, Estela Chui says, how can I contact Redcat for parts warranty? Head on over to www.redcatracing.com. You'll find a tab for claims, and you open that up and you go to file a claim. And then it's pretty much just self-explanatory. It'll give you a pop-up window for you to enter your concern, your email address, all your details so that we can reach out to you. Please give my guys at least 24 hours to 48 hours to reach back out to you, especially if you're going into the weekend. Taking into consideration, no one's here on the weekend to answer messages. So Mondays are usually pretty busy if we get inundated, but our guys really do a good job at trying to get back to you in a timely manner. All right, Raymond Tanner, 1.8 Jeep. I think you're talking about the A-scale Marksman. It's a great platform in my opinion, and right now it happens to be my favorite crawler that I own out of the line of crawlers that we have. Love the Gen 8, love the Gen 7. Had them for years. The Marksman definitely is its own thing, has its own niche. I recently found out that short course truck drag race body is the Nova body. It's the Marksman and looks pretty awesome. There's someone out there in the group, the Marksman group, XAB, I believe is his name, and he has one that he did on 2.2s sitting on a Nova black body, and it looks awesome. So check it out. I like the product itself. I did some modifications to get a little bit more steering angle out of it, and I'm pretty happy with it after that. But it's a pretty fun truck. Let's see. Darian says, pick a lane and stay in it. Yeah, I guess so, Darian. But I've also seen the way you drive, bro, and you're just like everywhere. I'm just kidding. One last question. Can I purchase a decal kit for my lowrider in green? Tarek Emos. Fortunately, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, I don't believe we sell the decal kits by themselves, unless if they were missing or something, then we usually warranty them out. If there's a need for that, please drop that in there, and maybe it could be something that could be offered in the store at a later time. Yoshi Rivera, how are you, sir? Let's see. Terry Burke, man, I love it, man. Hey, dude, Terry, bro, keep hitting me with them fire shots you got, bro. You have some fire pictures of your rides. I want to use more, but I need you to back up just a hair when you take your pictures so I can, because when I put them online, I have to crop them a little bit. But, dude, I want to share more of your pictures, so please just take a step back when you take a picture and let me at it, bro, because you have some fire cars. Chemo, I'm sliding the crap out of my all-wheel drive drift car. Are you guys going to make a two-wheel drive? You know, there's a lot of companies that are offering them. You never know. You know, keep your eyes open. It may be something that we might be able to play with in the future. Who knows? Maybe they're working on something that they haven't told me yet. Take into consideration, I have to break a wall to get into engineering. So I don't know, but I know that we are working. I know what we are working on in the Lowrider scene is going to be cool, and maybe that's something in the future, a year or so from now. You never know. When are we going to get the Matt scientist back on? Whenever he's available. I'd love to get him back in here. Guy asks and answers some amazing questions. Oh, see, Shane McCula, he saw that Nova body on the Marksman. He was fire. It was legit. Appreciate it, David. David says, love the product. Keep up the great content, Oscar. Thank you. Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words. Ronald Dorian, what's up from Humboldt County, the northern side of Cali? I love it. Just tuned in and not sure what the topic of the day is, but what's up with the 124 scale crawler segment? Still rocking my Sumo. Us at this moment, we're not dabbling too much in the mini crawler side of things. There just isn't, again, it's kind of the market that we've been seeing with the no prep scene, right? A lot of manufacturers are involved, a lot of aftermarkets involved as well. And when it comes to the actual, minis, Sumo was so far ahead of its time. Like, honestly, the mini scene was non-existent when the Sumo was out. And it's really sad because the Sumo was a great little truck. At this time, that from what I'm aware of, I don't believe we're dabbling in the mini scene. But hopefully, if you guys say it enough, maybe the owner would hear it, and maybe it'd be something that might be offered in the future. I would love to see a Redcat mini car come back, maybe Sumo 2.0, that would be awesome. Aaron wants to know, do I run a winch on my Crocs? Yes, I run two for backup and redundancy. I'm also working on adding some LED lights to my Crocs because rock lights, man, they're a must when you're off-roading at night. Mr. Masood, I love my Gen 8s. He's got 3 of them. Just wish you could have bought one during this awesome sale in June. Hey, I agree. It was a great deal for a lot of folks. Thanks, Redcat, for making the products at reasonable prices, especially those sale prices, right? It was a great deal. So, all right, guys, let's wrap this up. Let's get into SEMA, all right? SEMA Build Off. We're going to announce next month, early next month, maybe as early as next week or the week after, all of the official rules and regulations for the SEMA Build Off. Rest assured, last year we were looking for 1 lowrider and 1 crawler. We ended up with 2 awesome lowriders and 1 awesome crawler. So obviously the Redcat scene is growing more. We're getting more bodies. People are using hard bodies out there. So just rest assured that when it comes to the main rules, nothing's going to change. And the main rules is as long as it's a Redcat chassis on either a crawler or lowrider, in this situation, it would be, as long as you're running this underneath it, this chassis underneath it, or the Monty chassis, you can have at it, right? We'll be having you guys submit pictures, making sure you hashtag. We'll come up with the appropriate hashtags for everyone so they can sign up for this competition, and at some point in October we will choose some winners, and we'll have your vehicles on display at SEMA for a week. We will pay for shipping and handling of your product and insure it to make sure that it is protected there and back. We will take pictures of the vehicle as soon as it arrives and as soon as we're done with it, and put it back in the box before we send it back to you guys. It's worked well for a lot of folks. As I mentioned, we learned a lot last time, and we're going to be very diligent about really keeping a close eye on these cars that are going to be on site, making sure that there aren't any issues and that they're protected as much as possible, because they are immensely amazing works of art. With that said, SEMA is going to be held in Las Vegas, Nevada, and roughly your car, if chosen, can get hundreds and thousands of eyes on it throughout the entire week. So that's the caveat. Last year we gave away some cars. The Lowrider scene won a SixtyFour, and the crawler scene ended up winning a Gen 8. Will it be the same? Maybe. We might change it. Because we have more cars, we might change this thing up completely. So we're still working on some details. As soon as we get everything ready early this next month in July, we're going to drop you guys all the information, so don't go too far. And if you're already working on something, I'm sure it's going to be fun, as long as, again, as I mentioned to you, you're using the basis of a stock or starter of the start of a RC Redcat chassis, whether it's crawler or whether it's a Lowrider Monty or SixtyFour. So let's get to it. Louis Alcala, you're excluded. You are not allowed to enter this competition anymore. You're done. I'm just kidding, bro. I actually can't wait to see what you bring out to the table. Good luck. Oh, yeah, so Louis is out. So good, man. Good, you're out. Let someone else win. No, but on the real, guys, you know, Louis Alcala and Jeff Lozano had two amazing builds, and they were both amazing in their own sense. They both had their own style that kind of made them very unique, and it was just too hard to choose just one because they were both really cool builds. So let's see what comes up this year. Let's see what happens. Again, early next month, we'll announce all the details, and then we'll get you guys going so that we can get a winner chosen for a crawler and a lowrider, and man, let's just make it happen. So let me see what else we got. Dark Woods, what's going on? You're late. Man, I was waiting for you, bro. I'm totally kidding. All right, guys, on the real, it's been great. I'm beat. I'm cooked. I've been in the sun all day filming for an awesome new drop that's coming very soon. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to enjoy it. I hope the rest of you guys have a blessed rest of your week. Let's get through this week safe and sound. I hope everyone has a safe weekend coming up, and we'll see you guys next week. Oh, and before I drop, hold on one more second. I have one more request for you guys. I need a picture for 4th of July. So if you have a crawler, basher, lowrider, and you want to feel festive about 4th of July, share a picture, tag Redcat. If we like it, we'll use it on Monday for our main post. All right, guys? Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you guys so much for the ongoing kudos, and we look forward to seeing you guys here next week. Until then, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.